Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Neighborhood House. We're here today to kick off our 130th celebration.
Emma McVicker was a champion for women and children for her whole life. She was that kind of a person who wanted to push the boundaries. One of the most important movements that Emma was part of was this Free Kindergarten Association, or the movement to provide care and education for young kids.
She saw what was going on here in this territory that was not even a state, and saw the disparity between kids who had parents with resources and those who did not. And she really wanted to level the playing field. So what she did was gather a group of women together and said, hey, here's an issue, how do we solve it? And from that, Neighborhood House was born.
Not only did they provide care for children and education with trained teachers, which was a new thing at the time, but they also provided classes for working mothers. They had classes in English for immigrants to be able to get the job skills they would need to be able to support their families. They just created this support system for children and families that was really lacking in Utah at the time.
These situations of people needing childcare, people needing services, people needing community and connection, they were really important 130 years ago. They are critically important now. They will be even more important in the future.
The consulate has been here for over 100 years as well, so we've been partnering up with organizations. We wish that they would all be as successful as Neighborhood House. And some of the families are Spanish speaking, so it's important for them to feel that they belong, that they see that culture reflected.
Our school age program here at Neighborhood House impacts our families by providing transportation to and from 9 different local schools. Our kids aren't going to school hungry. They're provided with a nutritional breakfast every day here before we transport them to school. They come here after school and we provide a nutritional snack before we start our educational programming.
I can work here, and I know my kids are in a safe place. You know, I don't need to worry about where they are, what they're doing. I know their family, they're growing.
It's providing childcare, but also so much more, providing wraparound services, providing aging services, and I love the connection in the two. Cross-generational relationships are really important, and they're providing all that right here.
So when they go over there, they're like, hey, my grandma's here. It's like, I'm so happy that they're doing activities, they're dancing, they're playing.
The adults are able to share their wisdom with these children and feel like they have a purpose, and then you have these children that are learning from the wisdom and experiences of these adults.
It was a lifesaver. Neighborhood House saved me respite-wise, and no care center that I ever went to could even compete with the love and activities and happiness that's in here.
We provide door-to-door transportation for our aging and disabled adults, so that also removes a barrier that a lot of caregivers have. How are they going to get them here and back? Workplace disruptions due to caregiving is huge, and then those people don't get the promotions. They don't move up that economic ladder, so we're removing those barriers so that they can succeed in the workplace. We provide a safety net when somebody's going through something and can't even make their fee on the sliding fee scale. We adjust that down to 0 because we want them to restabilize.
From the food, from the clothing, the mental health, we're really trying to provide all opportunities and resources to support these families.
We need community. As humans, we have to have community. That's what's so powerful about this organization, is really that sense of love and belonging and care, and that we're taking care of one another.
This institution, from the very beginning, a place that's dedicated to connection and community and helping the most vulnerable amongst us. This is the model, this is the ideal, this is what we should be doing.
I would like to have one of these in every community, because there is always a segment of the community that needs affordable quality services for both their children and their adults. And I would love to see, in whatever way that it can happen, a Neighborhood House grow to fulfill that need, because we absolutely do it right, and we've done it for 130 years. I think we're a very proven model.
They provide the opportunities that Emma McVicker and other women back in the 1890s were thinking of.
It makes me feel proud to know that we've served so many families and so many children for so many years.
Neighborhood, the definition is very broad here, and it means taking care of all of us.